Always make sure to start recording now. All right.
Yeah,
we're
man.
Play the song.
Exactly.
Crazy and it's so obscene. You gotta know where to hide in the big machine. Say it sounds like TV on the radio, so push that sound. I wanna hear it in stereo. Do what you want, it's the will of the people. Nothing holds you back on that online radio. Ain't no love tonight in this city, and here I'm
All right.
Man, I tell you what, I like I tell you what, the intro song.
It's a good song.
It's been upped. We've upped our game a little bit, Keith, with that intro song.
All right.
I had a big conversation this week with Alex.
Oh, yeah?
A Facebook IM thing, because I think she was out. It was her cousin that did this.
Yes, it was. Matt Norman.
Exactly. And
Noisier music. I'll put the link in the bio of it.
I was like, I mean, for whipping that together in like 2 or 3 weeks, that's a pretty good song.
And he really whipped it in like a day and a half.
Yeah,
because he was doing other shit.
Just to be able to do that, it's like, wow, thanks, bud, because that song is
it's really good.
Yeah, it's a jam.
Well, welcome.
I'm into it.
I am Keith Pazel. This is my podcast. I'm here with Adam. We're watching a commercial right now, but Face Off is really climaxing.
I'll be honest with you, never saw Face Off.
I've seen pieces of it. It's like another a lot of Nicolas Cage movies are like Raising Arizona. Where like I've seen it on TV, I've passed it, I've seen scenes, but it just never intrigued me enough.
It's interesting, man, because again, my opinion of him is so different than yours because of the age difference between us. Because when I was a teenager, Nick Cage was deemed like he had a young, hot actor who was like had integrity. Like he was in a lot of indie movie. Birdie was a movie he was in with Sean Penn, and he was in obviously Raising Arizona it's a totally great movie. But he was also in a Wild at Heart. That was a David Lynch follow up to Blue Velvet. You know, and
Blue Velvet, I love.
Blue Velvet. Well, Blue Velvet's great. He's not in Blue Velvet, but that was the follow up movie for David Lynch, which was Wild at Heart. He was also in God, what were his other movies of that time? He was in like Moonstruck. You know, where he played like a younger guy who falls in love with Cher.
Like actual
They're Italians.
Cher?
Well, no, they're Italians.
Oh, buddy, we got She's All That on E.
You know, She's All... Who's on She's All That?
She's All That is Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, yeah.
And Rachel Lee Cook.
Oh.
She's the woman interest.
Yeah.
We got Barbershop 2.
Cool.
Never seen Barbershop 2, but... Oh, this is the... Let me explain. Barbershop, the next cut.
Mm-hmm.
They knew Barbershop 3 would immediately turn people off, so they had to make it sound like a reboot.
Barbershop 3?
Yeah.
Why? Because I think it would be like a quartet or something?
Got Double Cage here on television right now.
I've never seen... You see,
this movie's awesome.
He made so many movies like that. Snake Eyes is true garbage. Snake Eyes is crap. That's one of De Palma's worst movies. It's all the De Palma tricks the trade. But if you watch Wild at Heart is pretty. You just see Wild at Heart sometime. Have you ever watched Wild at Heart?
No.
That's his high watermark. But my point is, he was also in Red Rock West. Like he had there was a certain integrity, and then he went Con Air is where he really started to pivot. I think that and this movie. You know?
Yeah, he got a little full of himself. I think he started thinking like, oh, I'm a fucking Coppola. Like I'm fucking untouchable. I'm actually an actor.
Well, I guess his story is that, you know, because his last name was Copley, he changed it intentionally. He didn't want people to, use that for his advantage.
Yeah, he changed it to the most, like, you might as well just call yourself fucking Johnny Quest or something like that.
For Nicolas
Cage.
Maybe he was a fan of Michael Cage, the rebounding phenomenon of the L.A. Clippers in the 1980s.
It's ironic that I picked Cage because I don't like being put in a box.
Well, he's in Valley Girl. You know, which is one of the classic, like, that's his first movie is Valley Girl, which was such an early 80s, like, such that era of movie, again, that I kind of my preteen years, Like that was my window into what teenage life was like. You know, there was sex in it and stuff.
That's Diane Kruger. I'm a fan of hers.
She's pretty.
Which I don't get because if I turn out to be right after I assume that I'm right, then I'm correct. Yes.
See, the hook in this movie is this is the sequel. The first one, there's a treasure map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. This movie I just saw recently, and I already forgot what it's about. But his hook in this is that he immediately knows like the answers to riddles, and he'll say it. He does it like a professor. Like instead of just telling you the answer, he'll just be like, in 1774, a milkman was going crossing across America, and in his back pocket he held a piece of paper. What was on that piece of paper? And they'll just be like, I don't know, something famous, and he'll be like, no, he had a grocery list, but on that grocery list, and then it'll be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
He gives you a history lesson while he's explaining that's his, what a nerd. I'm sorry, the nerd screenwriter for this. You know, I'm gonna just nerd out with all my knowledge.
Do you know who wrote the first movie? And I think this one. Do you ever watch the show Reno 911?
Oh yeah.
You know the guy who wore the short shorts?
Yeah.
Him and the dude who wear the big thick cop glasses with the mustache. They wrote this movie and the first one. They wrote a book called How to Make $1 million Writing Movies. And it's basically about how to write movies that will make a shitload of money, but you aren't necessarily artistically attached to.
Well, of course.
So you can just kind of write them and then sell them, and then they make your residuals. Like they wrote fucking Herbie 2 Fully Loaded.
You know, there's a market for that.
And they were like, we wrote that so we could make money, so we could do The State.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
was a show we actually cared about.
Yeah, exactly.
So we shat out the script for Herbie. They paid us $200,000, and then we did something we actually liked.
I used to look down on that. I think, oh my God, where's your integrity? No. There's a plan there. There's a game plan and a strategy.
And it's not like not like they didn't work hard. Like for like the demographic, that's like a successful movie. It's not they're like, oh, these dumb little fuckers that are like, they made it good.
Yeah.
It's just something that they were like, if this movie doesn't do well, we're not going to care. Yeah. Type of thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And also we're going to get paid some money to do this, to do what we actually like to do, which is like that. I mean, you have a talent, you have a skill to write.
That's what Patton Oswalt says about like when he would do shows like The King of Queens. He was like, people that like, he was like, there's people who start doing stand-up so they could get the sitcom and start making money. He was like, people like me and the comedians I come around with, we do the sitcoms so we can make money so we could just do stand-up whenever we want.
Yeah.
Like, it's the opposite. Like, the reason I'm on here is so I could just make a quick buck.
Yeah.
And then I could go do a rock club, and it doesn't matter if 45 people show up.
Yeah, exactly.
I made my money.
I made $400,000, $800,000 writing the show or whatever. Yeah, which is, I used to look down on that. Like, that's what a fool I was. That's how naive I was and unwise. No, that's a strategy. You know, I mean, also be aware of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, don't lie to yourself and say, wow, I'm making a great, I'm the next Fellini here. You know, I'm sort of, you know, I'm this incredible. No, you're writing product. It's sellable, and that's great. You have a skill. A lot of people can't write that well, I think, or can think in this way, you know. So it's just, you know, whatever. Use it at the same time.
Look at this. This is he's fucking unlocking the fucking desk, the great desk in the White House. But look, he's like spinning a yarn as he's doing it.
Sex.
I mean,
I think they got to steal a pipe. I'm pretty sure it's a pipe.
This is so bad. I just don't get the appeal of this. It's like this masterful thing,
good.
And the government is being run by Freemasons.
No, well, it's just more about,
These markings, like ink in her Aztec.
I've never seen.
Knows immediately they're ink in her Aztec.
I mean, this looks centuries older than.
Blows it clean.
What do you think it means?
Well, I doubt it has anything to do with the plot to assassinate Lincoln.
Uh-oh. We're on a computer. Things are going to happen.
Okay, now it's kickstarting something. So they have accused one of his family, like past heritage people, of plotting to kill like Abraham Lincoln. That like John Wilkes Booth didn't act alone.
Oh.
So
Well, he
he's
didn't
trying
act
to
alone.
like clear the name of his
three-
fucking family.
That was a 3-person hit that was going on when Lincoln got
Yeah.
killed, because they were going to kill the secretary. Was it Seward? And then also I think the vice president. I think it was 3 people.
C-word, like cunt.
Well, I think it was like a Seward. Seward, I think was the name. Seward
Ralph
was
J. Cunt.
Seward. I didn't even know that was a term for it. That's how naive I am. But no, it was.
Oh,
I think
the
it was
C
Seward
word,
was
dude?
a. Well,
That's because
yeah, the
people.
C, I know.
Well,
yes,
because
of
people
course.
don't like saying cunt.
Yeah,
So they
it's,
just
you know.
the C word.
But my point is yeah,
Three-way hit.
There was a 3-way hit when Wilkes Booth. So somehow they're linking John Wilkes Booth to Cage or something,
To
or
his great grandfather.
he has to like
or something
clear
like
his
that.
name or something. Like that's the driving force behind this. That's a bizarre nerd fantasy. I gotta clear my name.
Well, they needed something for the sequel because they've found the treasure. The whole reason he's like hooked up in this one is because they found like the biggest treasure in the history of the world. They found because this cocksucker knew there was a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. John Voight's dad.
Oh man, when Voight's getting a check, wow. You know, well, it's Ed Harris. Fucking Ed Harris.
It'd be funny if he was like, "Is that the guy that played Jackson Pollock?"
Yeah, Ed Harris plays a good bad guy.
Who's after the treasure? Okay,
Did you ever see History of Violence?
Oh yeah, that's a comic book.
It was based on a comic
Yeah.
book, and I didn't know that because
Yeah.
Cronenberg
Well,
directed
it was a graphic novel. Like
Okay.
it's not like it was a series. It came out as one book. But
But
yeah,
again, it was about a guy who was in the witness protection
panel
program.
for panel, dude. Like it's one of the truest adaptations of a comic
Really?
book out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. I mean, because I'm a big Cronenberg fan. I just find Cronenberg to be very, I don't know.
Dude, I like this when you have to traverse
Different.
the streets of a foreign country because they got the
Yeah.
little tiny streets, man.
Well, you went from an Italian to Cacciolo, I think was your arc of that
Dude,
character.
today there were so
Man.
many accents in the mall, and I gotta tell you, buddy, as far as the people who don't like the stay 6 feet apart and put on your mask, a lot of your Eastern Bloc and your Italians.
Yeah.
What do you mean, stand away? I fucking stand here. Like, they fucking
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah. Oh, like you've heard that people have been getting
Buddy,
pissed.
I fucking don't tell me to move. I move. I stand.
Yeah.
I'm here, she here.
God.
Like, they just refuse.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I have a kind of a set life right now, so I don't quite interact with enough people to even know that.
A lot of people with the nose out of the mask. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, can you put your mask over your nose? And they'll do it. And the second you turn around, they
Yeah.
put it back down.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I've gotten used to it. I didn't have it on last night. I went and bought a beer to drink at home Friday night. Gonna chill out, a couple beers.
Do you know what my favorite thing is to do? Because I can't. There's a couple girls, again, your Eastern Bloc.
Yeah.
They'll try and pretend like they're about to pass out because they have to wait outside. Like there will be women, like
Really?
like Russian women that like they order their food and they try and stand inside because the air conditioning's on, and you're like, I'm sorry, but can you go out onto the patio and we'll bring your food out? It's hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Why are you here?
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah. And
I mean
exactly.
Russia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I can,
I'm just kidding.
hey man, I can believe that, man. You know, I mean, it's there's this whole.
It's so hot.
It is so interesting to me, the parallels right now between this country and the Russian influence and Eastern Europe, and just the weird connection that exists now that didn't really exist before in terms of like behavior and I mean, it's just, I don't know. That whole ugly American thing, I don't like. I really like when you're in Europe and you travel.
Now
there,
it's dumb American.
Yeah, you can hear like an American from like one block away. There was like when you were talking about that Chicago guy a couple episodes ago. Everyone in Chicago talks that they're working. They have to talk above machinery that's going, like a lathe or something, and it's like you can hear an American from like a block away, like, "Hey, what's up?" And you're just like, "God, calm down a little bit. Like, be a little more subdued." You know.
You know what kills that is not the second I. Like for a year wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't handle drunk energy.
Yeah.
That like
interesting.
when it's 12:30 and you're trying to hang out but you're tired because you're not on the stimulant of alcohol.
Yeah.
That when your friends are like, "Hey man."
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, and then they get it, "What's the matter?
Yeah.
You mad?" And you're like, "No, I'm just not excited at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to,
Yep.
and that's when you know, like I should just go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my friends are starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just going to go.
Man, I mean, good for you for getting, whatever, just not drinking. I've
I've been thinking of getting a 6er of some non-alcoholic beer.
That's your tip in
Just
the toe
for a
back
taste.
in.
No, I'm
Tip
not going to
in the-
drink, but just
Yeah.
because I do miss the taste of beer.
Beer, I mean,
But
listen,
it's
yeah.
not even I'll fucking go if I have a cap full of alcohol, I'll end up snorting heroin by noon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm not
no.
like that.
Yeah.
I just don't. I get super sad when I'm drunk, like immediately.
Interesting.
Like I just
the depression about it is, I said this before, I still drink. I get my drink on. They know me basically on a first name basis. At Cap and Cork, I was like, "How you doing?" They always know I'm a regular. "How you doing?" But I get my 2 bottles of sangria. You know, I do that. I have 1 a night.
Daddy.
You know,
Men in Black.
oh, here we go.
We got a good selection.
Absolutely,
of
Saturday
stuff
night.
on.
Yeah, absolutely. So my point is though, with I lost my train of thought with the booze, man. Oh yeah, I don't drink as much. I don't drink as much as I did in Chicago. I don't drink as much. I probably cut it by like 25% to a third, which I was already actually cutting it down in my mid 40s. When I think back about my 20s and living in Wicker Park, every Friday and Saturday, I would just get shithoused. And I would go play like softball at 9 a.m. on Saturdays and be like, just kind of sweat the hangover out and be like, okay, I'm going to get bombed again. I getting bombed back-to-back nights now really takes it out of me. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And I bet you for you, that's on Monday, you're like, this is going to be a rough week. I'm getting fucking, like you pre-plan, like on Thursday, you're like, this has been a stressful week. I might get pretty bombed this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's,
yeah.
It's not, when you're young, it's spontaneous.
Yeah.
Like your friend kicks the door in with a fucking bottle of tequila.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
well,
Yeah. I guess the next 6 hours are determined. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Whatever. Yeah, this is the tangent we're going to go off.
even
on. Yeah.
with this, if I knocked on your door randomly with podcast equipment and was just like, let's record, you would be like, wait, no, you
it
got
would
to
be
call.
jarring. I know. Yeah.
Like you would be like, I guarantee you would be like, all right.
Yeah.
Like you would for 2 seconds, you would be like, what the fuck, man?
I probably would, but now we're going to get in the habit of we've been pretty consistent.
Yeah, we talked about it off air.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
no longer have to text Crocious. And it was never even that I thought you were going to like, I just always needed to like, I thought it needed to be like a,
Yeah.
hey, like, can you do it?
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
always leaving it open that like, even when sometimes you'd be like, hey, can we move it up? I want to golf. And like, that's
Yeah,
always fine.
exactly.
And it works better because today it's a better selection, but
Yeah.
sometimes we get locked into like a certain cycle of TV.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
we were recording at 3 p.m.
Yeah, which is
for-
like on a Saturday. It's a weird TV era.
It's like mostly infomercials and live sports, which we can't really show.
Yeah, watch now. There you go. There's Dodger Stadium.
Yep.
It's L.A., man.
The Fast and the Furious. This is like 1999.
Yeah, this was the first one, right?
2001, dude.
Wow. Guys,
Was this
almost 20
pre
years ago.
9/11? I think it was. It
Yeah,
had to be because
probably.
it was summer.
Yeah.
Rip, dude. Rip Paul Walker with his fucking Chucks, man.
I wore Chucks.
Well,
I wore
'cause
Chucks.
you know why that's significant? Because he's a cop. So
Oh.
they have to show like he's hip, dude. This is
Yeah,
your Johnny Depp in fucking
Yeah, and 21 Drum Street,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, he's like,
He's a cop, but he can pull it the fuck off.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Those are his Chucks. That's not the undercover Chucks.
The whole fascination with like cops and like the mob. There's just this narrative in this country. It's part of the romanticized vision of it. Is goofy to me, romanticizing the law. It's part of the reason why we have this culture that we have that is so aggressive. That's what most people's think when they think of the state. That's their experience. Someone kicking them in the gut, getting their nightstick out and bludgeoning them over the head or shooting them. It's like that's the state. It's not, it's my life was great. I'm getting so much welfare right now.
Yeah.
No, their experience is, wow, no, this is what the state does. The state, that's what's so disturbing about the right-wing narrative. They're kicking people who don't have power, which is so bad.
Right.
Or aren't
Although,
as powerful.
I do know a handful of people who, even though they earned it, were like super pumped when they got food stamps. And like to where it was like they were fucking, do you know like when in Major League 2, when old boy, the Chinese guy hits a home run and he does the ball dance, he does the marbles dance.
Yeah.
it was like that kind of celebration when like the check comes in of just like, yeah, fuck the government, like like
Well, you know, I mean,
blaze a rock of crack and then go trade some food stamps for some fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah,
move.
yeah.
So you have your crack dealer come over.
Yeah.
He gives you $40 worth of crack,
Yeah.
and then he takes your link card, goes to the grocery store, and buys $40 worth of groceries.
Yeah, yeah. Jesus Christ. What a fucking, what a horrible scam, but so real. How exploitive is that? You know what I mean? You're basically taking advantage of someone's addiction, but of their misery.
Oh no, it's the crackhead's idea.
Oh yeah, well yeah, yeah.
It's not money to them.
Yeah.
This is the government's giving me. We have a fridge full of groceries.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit rolls over too. If you don't spend it in your month, it just goes over into the next month.
Well, that's a program that's
amount.
certainly under attack. I mean, did you hear Trump put out basically, I didn't read the details, but he wants to totally go after Medicare and Social Security. It's like major components of the social safety net are like, they need to be reformed. Their solution is just to rip it apart or just like give it to states or something. You know, it's like, no, you need to have, Social Security is bedrock. Like it should not be fucked with at all. There should be more money going into it, you know, but it's just, yeah, it's just.
Social Security is here at Bedrock. I just think of the B-52 song with a woke Bedrock song.
Yeah, woke. There you go, man.
Blacks and browns have all the same stuff here at Bedrock. Twitch.
Really interesting. They were talking about race there, huh? That was there.
Dude, there were only white people in that movie.
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie.
The Flintstones?
The Flintstones movie? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I remember that coming out like in the early 90s. And a lot of people of my age group were bummed out because they had a certain image. They didn't want to think of, there's an entire generation of people who think that Fred Flintstone looks like John Goodman. You know, and just like,
they nailed that.
And we were like, no, he's not. There's
what
actually
do you think he looks like?
You know?
Who was he based on?
Fred Flintstone is based on the cartoon, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's the cartoon image. That's Fred Flintstone, not John Goodman.
No, but like what I'm saying is the like if you
the likeness.
Who would you rather him like? Who looks more like Fred Flintstone than John Goodman?
But yeah, it's John Goodman. that was the joke. I'm not saying necessarily it was someone else's joke. I didn't come up. with
that's
it. I
a
can't
joke.
Defend. Yeah, I know a guy of my age.
Oh, that's
group.
a bad joke. I thought that was someone complaining.
No. That was a kind of a joke that someone put out when I was first starting to do stand up. And they're saying there's an entire generation of kids who are going to think John Goodman is. You know, yeah, it's a lot of comedy's bad. You know.
You know what too. Because I get his point of like this movie's going to be more famous. They're fucking stealing our youth type of shit.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers that movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you do, but yeah,
you're right. Because I fucking like Jaws 4.
Yeah.
So
which that the fact that I'm able to still call you a friend, that is I say that you've gone up a couple ranks. You've definitely gone down a quarter of a step when you've checked the box.
Dude,
with Jaws
this is
the
fucking
revenge.
peak Michelle Rodriguez, where she would always play like a female boxer, or a cop, or a gangster.
She was the tough Latino.
Anytime you needed a Latinx woman to scowl, Michelle Rodriguez was your girl.
Yep, exactly. That's why I was with the movie. Remember the movie Aliens, the sequel to Alien, and that's tough Latino woman wild?
In that. There's a few movies. Until later, I only remember Aliens.
Yeah,
like Alien was. I was just a twinkle in the eye
you weren't even that.
of my father.
I saw that in the theater when I was 10 years old. Alien in the theater. I was
7 years away from fucking
being conceived.
cracking the egg.
Yeah, but anyway, that because Aliens I loved. I saw it in the theater a couple times.
Aliens was like 92, right?
No, Aliens came out in 86.
Okay, so I
went
remember,
on a date
so
to
check
Aliens.
this out.
Amy Young
so
and I went on a date.
Out, then this is even worse. Alien 3 is my Alien. Because I saw Alien 3
I
was thinking about this today of like movies that were old but that are like Terminator 2 is my shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember Terminator.
Yeah, because you weren't born yet. Yeah, exactly.
Like Jurassic Park, that's like my entry of like, fuck type of movies.
Yeah.
E.T. was around because my sister, like that just was... E.T. and Batman for some reason were just VHSs that were in my house and I just fell in love with them.
Yeah.
So someone... besides me, previous to me, loved those movies.
Yeah.
I think it might have been my sister.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Batman was a fucking
Well,
phenomenon.
that one might have been just...
It was a phenomenon.
I think that one might have been a consequence of like... You just... Because entertainment wasn't just like a la carte. So
Yeah.
you just bought... If you wanted to go buy a movie, you just... Well, this is one of 2 new movies that are out.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was a hit, so I might as well have it.
yeah.
I remember
You're
paying
either
like
buying
19
this-
or $20 for one.
You're either buying this or you're buying Putney Swope by Robert Downey or something like that. Something really obscure. Lucas or something like that.
I remember. I did not see Lucas. One of the Corey
Running
Haim
Scared
movies,
with fucking Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. I saw that in the theater. That I had a tweet about that. I was like, when you're missing Chicago, when you see the movie Running Scared and think it's good, because Running Scared is crap,
dude.
Although if you watch it, it's a total good. I mean, it captures
You know what
Chicago
movie's
pretty well.
good? Is Midnight Run.
Oh yeah,
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
absolutely. With Charles Grodin and De Niro, there's some funny
Chuck
scenes in that.
Grodin.
And they have a lot of Chicago scenes in that. There's some Chicago stuff being shot there. To me, the first Chicago movie I really remember, the John Hughes movies, obviously, but The Untouchables. I mean, if you watch The Untouchables, De Palma did a very good job. They scouted locations well in Chicago.
Dude, look at Will Smith hasn't aged a fucking day.
Is this him fighting himself?
This is Men in Black. He's a regular cop right now. This is the beginning of the movie. He thought he was just chasing down a criminal, and he just realized like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, this is something special.
But you know what? What's funny about these movies? Immediately, I would be like, that's an alien.
Yeah. Yeah.
It takes him half of the movie. It literally takes him seeing 8 aliens.
Yeah. Before he realizes, there's a problem here. There's something
Not
going
even
on.
a problem before he like Tommy Lee Jones approaches him basically like, look, I'm an alien cop.
Yeah.
And I want you to be an alien cop. And he's just like, pfft.
Yeah, this movie was a hit. I never saw it. Never saw Alien. Or never saw
Oh,
it.
dude,
Yeah, I
Men in
never saw
Black
Men in
is my shit, dude.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people like this.
Wild
Yeah.
Wild West. That was like peak childhood for me. 96, 97, 98, when all these came out was Scream, Scream 2, Air Bud. I saw all those movies in
Interesting.
theaters.
That's like your canon when you think of being a kid. Like when you first get into the movies.
Yeah.
Because mine is very different than that. Mine, of course, is very different.
But I also remember, because here's the thing too, because hanging out with my insanely inappropriate drunk father.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. I love my dad. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like I said, fun.
Yeah.
All him and his friends.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
But I had to watch Red Dawn and shit. And like fucking Countdown to Looking Glass, which is like a weird movie about the nuclear war.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a mock newscast. The whole movie is a series of newscasts. And the end of it, it's like full-blown nuclear war. And my dad would get hammered and be like, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to be.
You have to understand, Keith, of that, and this is a different, I've mentioned this before, it's a difference between you and I. The Cold War meant something. The Cold War, from 0 to 22, the Cold War was it.
He would even liken it to Iraq because the first Gulf War had just fucking happened.
Yes.
So he would say like, ain't Russia no more. Saddam, he's going to bomb us.
Yeah, and buying that line, that complete lie, it's amazing how duped people can be. It's incredible.
Well, yeah. He was just, my dad wasn't even like a ideological guy. He was just repeating the news.
Oh, yeah. And that's what their strategy is. It's just, you just repeat a lie over and over and over again, and it just becomes the truth. That you just repeat the same, and it's been around forever, and they're hitting that hard right now.
Oh, Vinny
That's definitely
D'Onofrio,
being hit.
dude.
I mean, God, I watched some of Fox News. It was interesting, man. Just hearing their sort of take on, Biden is ahead in the polls, but they're saying that a lot of people call up when they get pollsters calling up that they actually lied to the pollster because they don't trust them. They're putting that narrative out there, but there's a lot of headwind.
Jay Washington put out something. It was a Time magazine article that basically said 50% of white Americans said if the election was today, they would vote for Trump.
Yeah.
But then he goes, see, I don't trust polls when they say Biden's in the lead. Hell, I don't trust people when they say they're against Trump.
Yeah.
But part of me was like, well, if you don't agree with polls, then why do you believe this fucking Time magazine article that says 50% of white America? Like,
yeah.
You can't say I don't believe polls and then post a poll that says 50% of white Americans would vote for Trump.
The poll is a very one-dimensional way of looking at what's going on. You know, it's an indicator. It's an indicator.
And it's
you know, it's not irrelevant.
Dude, it's week. It's how are people feeling the week of the election?
Yeah, literally. I know, literally. It's like, yeah. And so I'm just going to be curious, kind of holding my breath. What the fuck happens? You know, what the fuck happens?
See if we can get. I'm trying to get better at dodging these commercials.
Yeah.
Go back to National Treasure here. They all go to fucking commercial at the same time.
But there's a lot of things where, I mean, so 50% of white people, the fact is the guy has not brought anyone else to the table. There's no one that voted for Hillary that's going to vote for him. You know, that is not flipped. And he's not doing well with suburban women. He's not doing well with suburban women. And it's hard to suppress their vote. It is hard to suppress their vote. They're going to do hardcore voter suppression in places of color. Georgia, hardcore. Florida, hardcore. They're going to do major. Texas, all those states that were gutting the 68 Civil Rights Act like they did, it has allowed a window into suppressing the vote, which is the fundamental part of democracy.
Real kind of CIA operative day fucking on TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your real name?
You know,
My name's Jason Bourne, 8 inches.
it's part of getting people ready for the elections.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, you know what? I think
it's not at all.
Here's, you want to know my little conspiracy just off the top of my head? I think this is television networks trying to show people like, see, there's good movies about cops. Like, don't make us cancel all these movies. Like,
interesting.
Like, see, there's Bourne Ultimatum. There's this movie about the government. Like, you don't hate all this shit.
Yeah.
Like Nicolas Cage, National Treasure. We're not canceling that. Like
the whole like definition of government.
Fucking Paul Walker. He's a cop. He's cool.
Yeah.
Let's watch Fast and Furious.
I could see there's, you know, I don't think you're totally
SWAT, Bad Boys, Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Fucking Jack Reacher, Men in Black, National Treasure, Cop-ish.
It could also just be like
Bourne Ultimatum, Cop, American Sniper, Cop.
Yeah. But my point with my tangent that I've said before, you know, there's a lot of headwind working against Trump, but he's still, you know, the Russian influence will be real. And voter suppression. Those are the two. There's not a candidate out there. There's not a third party candidate out there that's going to siphon votes.
This movie's awesome.
So is this
Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Groundhog Day, where when you die, you start over from like one point.
Oh.
And the whole movie is him, like Emily Blunt's in it.
Yeah.
And she's one of the only people who knows about the rebooting. So it's him like trying to get her to remember shit. Like, see, this is the starting point.
Yeah.
Like every time he goes on this mission, he dies.
Yeah.
So the whole movie is them trying to figure out how to not die on this mission, but also remember each other from the past, like reboots.
Interesting.
It's a really good movie.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
Edge of Tomorrow, and they tied him up because he's rebooted like 9 times already. Like there's that scene where he finally.
Oh, so he's trying to give the information.
Well,
now?
there's that scene where he finally realizes what's going on, so he starts like blowing his head off and dying on purpose and shit.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Like now every time he comes back, he just tells people like we're already. He starts like doing shit on purpose.
Yep.
Like, see, he already knows where to go because like he's like, see.
Yeah. Now, why does it flip back to him normal?
Because he's starting to realize that he has like stuff that happens before this means something now.
Yeah.
So he's starting to piece together like
the story.
Charge lifted up by your boot heel, and then like boot heel is like a keyword to him.
Yep.
And then Emily Blunt is like, see, now he's got to start over. Oh no, that was another person.
God, I tell you what, man. I mean, Cruz still wants to maintain relevance.
Slaughter, you need to get us off this beach.
I think too, he's not like he's no type of like he's like a desk person that like gets forced to. So now he's like this bad like through doing this 9 times.
I love that in movies. Like the person with the boring life project into this character because your life is actually not exciting.
And they do it logically because like he's done this 47 times, so like you would be good at it. Like he knows where everything's coming.
Yep, exactly. Like these things killed him in previous iterations of this.
Well, when the movie starts, he dies immediately.
Yeah.
Like that's the first death is like he drops on the ground and like he wakes up.
Yeah.
Find me when you wake up. What? Come find me when you wake up.
That's the first one. See? Now he has to start all over. And see, those boots mean something.
Get in line before
Like,
I bust your hole with my boot heel, maggot. Good news is there's hope for you, Private.
it's a good movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, you know, whatever you want to say about Cruise, he's a fucking movie star. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want to say about me. I'm not saying...
Why do you think the Church of Scientology latched onto it?
Yeah, God, well, yeah. What a way to get your hooks into people, man. You know what I mean? Like, to work the Hollywood angle. God, it's so weird. You know, it's...
I always like that guy, the fucking dude who wears the fucking robe and shit. Like the ununiformed guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't do anything because he's like, well, he's the best hacker in the world.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he's a dead-eye shot. He can shoot someone from 400 yards away. You know?
He just wears a prom dress.
Yeah, he's allowed to kind of be an individual within the group. Yeah, that's always a thing. It's like, that's a ubiquitous thing. You know another thing that's totally ubiquitous?
That's McGillicuddy. We don't cut his hair.
Like of military movies? Exactly. Absolutely. You know? Yeah, I watched the beginning of Black Hawk Down. But Black Hawk Down, I was like, it's actually an okay movie. You know, I hadn't seen it since the theater. You know, but they introduced those kind of, you know, those cliche characters of the military. And what is it with military? Why are they always chewing gum? Like it's just like they're always chewing gum.
You need to fucking gnaw at something when you're fucking
getting ready to go into battle.
It's so stressful. They're always chewing on the ends of their smokes.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Patton said won the Second World War. He
Cigarettes?
He said because people literally fought to get to their cigarette. When they'd smoke their cigarette, and I mean in the Second World War with cigarettes, when they smoked their cigarette, it was just like, all right, man, I can chill a little bit. Like literally, like it made them like fight more, he thought.
Meanwhile, back home, the wife was getting the same satisfaction, but with the neighbor's smoke. The old milkman.
Yeah, well, I don't even know. Yeah, I wonder what was going on with women back at that time.
Well, Crow, they were in factories building tanks.
Yep, that's true. People said that's the beginning. That's the beginning of the feminist. Well, I mean, a kick in the ass for the feminist movement.
One of the original Rosie Riveters is making masks now for fucking COVID.
Wow.
She's like 98 years old.
Wow. That's an interesting little sub.
But here's the thing: I read deeper. And they're kind of a little disingenuous because it's one of the lady who the picture is based on is long dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Rosie Riveter, the Arm & Hammer broad.
Yep. That's one of the big reasons why America won. I mean, the Allies won the Second World War. The Germans held off on women going into factories until like 1943.
Dude, do you want to know?
They said they were like, no, we're not going to do that.
So check this out. I really did come from a weird time in movies because I came from a time when people were like already famous. So check this out.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
Fucking Losing Isaiah.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
That's your intro to Jack Nicholson.
No, Batman was.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's when, I mean, he like, fully realized his money-making potential at that
because I like Batman so much, I loved Wolf.
Yeah.
It was Jack.
Yeah, of course. He was playing Jack Nicholson. You know, that's what
I remember
was.
Groundhog Day, but I was little. And then Bill Murray really didn't do... I remember Scrooged.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
That was late 90s. Fucking... When was Time Bandits?
Time Bandits was 1981.
See, that must have been a movie that I thought was newer.
Yeah.
That's when you know a movie was ahead of its time because I always remember seeing that movie, but I didn't think like, oh, here's some dumb old movie. I just thought like, I don't really think I'd look like I'd be into this.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like a 90s movie.
Interesting. Yeah, no, interesting because they had Time Bandits. Terry Gilliam is, he's a
that's kind of
visionary.
It's like one of his better movies, right?
Yeah, well, he did the Monty Python movies, obviously.
Well,
that's his first foray into like sort of not a comedy.
But isn't he kind of famous for doing these large scope movies that just don't pan out for some reason? Like they break down during production, or they just not that good when you end up Brazil and shit like that.
He did Brazil. Although that was a very popular.
Brazil was shot.
You were hip. If you like Brazil. Like in the 80s, you were hip if you like Brazil. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen is one of his movies. If you've ever seen that. And he has these big sort of, it definitely was an interesting conceptual movie. He came from an animation background, so the big sort of absurd images, that was a unique thing. I saw Time Bandits in the theater, and I liked it. I like Time Bandits.
I did.
They know we're coming.
He's making a statement
The
about
beach
things,
tomorrow.
man. You know.
It's a slaughter, isn't it?
It's the slaughter.
You know this.
I forget what the thing that they all. There's like some point. The whole reason they keep rebooting is because the end of the mission is the thing they have to end up stopping.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I even think they realize that like the whole battle's bullshit. Like they like just fucking don't do anything type of thing.
Or is it the end where they have to? That's actually the mission. They have to stop.
Oh, the whole movie is them trying to survive that beach thing.
Yeah.
So like a good chunk of the movie now is them like training
and like
'Cause
preparing.
she's like
appropriately.
this famous warrior. Like you saw her on the side of the bus. She's like this famous soldier.
Yeah.
So she has to like whip him into shape.
Yeah.
Like even though he's good already, she's like, "You're shit.
Yep.
I'm Emily Blunt. You're shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to train you, and then we'll fuck,
Yep. Wow.
and we'll fall in love.
Yeah.
My husband's Michael Bublé.
Wow.
It is. I think they're divorced now, but she's married to Michael Bubble.
Oh yeah. Oh, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Wasn't she like? I always got her. And who married Johnny Depp? Who married Johnny Depp?
Oh, fucking Amber Heard.
Yeah. I always, for some reason, I don't know the difference between them.
When
Gary
did I die?
Oldman.
Where?
On the beach.
I don't care
tomorrow.
anymore.
Is that Oldman?
How many
I thought it was
fingers am I
Mark
holding
Maron.
behind my back?
No, it's not old.
How should I know that?
He'd be too big.
I'm a random Scottish guy.
I know.
This is the first time we've had this
You
conversation.
should try this on him.
What the hell is that? It doesn't work. Has he had any visions here? Visions of what?
Johanna.
Yes.
Time. Look, I'm
go.
sorry. Who is this? Who are you?
I'm a random European guy.
Advanced
Cast this
microbiology.
role.
He's also the only other person who'll believe what's happening to you. No one understands mimic biology better than him. He's a top analyst at Whitehall.
Well, I mean, I was until I met Rita, and now I'm just a mechanic with psychiatric delusions.
Carter, show him.
Show him. Whip it out. Oh yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
Those are the little machines they have to control.
Right. Well, first of all, you're not fighting an army. You have to think of this.
Oh yeah,
as a
there's
single
aliens.
organism.
Yeah.
Now, these common drones, they act like it's claws.
It ends up being something weird where like it's really a little boy playing in his backyard. And
I'm hooked. I'm not
his-
saying anything. I'm hooked.
his
you know?
negative thoughts are the aliens, and we gotta calm him down.
Yeah. It's a Ritalin. It's a Ritalin show. But
And
yeah,
this
it's
is
just.
the Omega. And the Omega has the ability.
Like a big
Control time.
alien pussy.
Whenever an alpha is killed, an automatic response is triggered. The Omega starts the day over again. But you see, this time it can remember what's going to happen just like you do.
It knows exactly what we're going to do before we're going to do it.
And an enemy that knows the future can't lose.
So how do you outwit it?
But
It's
if
a good
that's true,
tension.
How did you win it for done?
We were allowed to win. This thing wants us to believe we can win. It wants us to throw everything we have into the invasion. Operation Downfall isn't our end game, it's the enemy's.
All they need is for the dominant life form to attack, and
And there'll be nothing to stop the mimics from conquering the rest of the world.
We're over-explaining the plot severely right now.
Yeah.
They're just adding shit
when
to
you
it.
kill that alpha, you and
Also, the alphas can read multiple languages. They read words.
The Omega's ability to reset the day.
how's that even possible? Perhaps this organism's only vulnerability, its only vulnerability,
Also, the Omegas.
is humanity.
Regardless of that, you control the power.
I like them. They're trying to swing for
Just
the
as I
fences
do.
on this.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
high concept. They're trying to swing for the fences. You know.
Oh well, Tom Cruise isn't going to be a part of failure,
Yeah. He's gonna. He's
He's
gonna
gonna-
pick his stories well.
dude. I bet you the church sues you if it fucking bombs.
Yeah.
You got to fucking deal
Man,
with the king.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What a. I mean, who knows, man? It's
Get some. We're now
such
we're gonna
a bizarre thing of
now
LA.
we're gonna ground ourselves in reality a little bit
I know.
and go to guys jumping, doing feats with their cars. Something a little more realistic. Hot cop Paul Walker.
you know.
It's so ironic that he ended up dying in a car
I
accident.
know, man. It's bizarre.
Basically driving like that.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
It's also, you're a lunatic. You know what I mean? Your ego has gone crazy when hasn't there been some sort of schism going on when you think that that's appropriate?
Boy, the fate just does not want us to watch She's All That.
Yeah, I know, no kidding. We're not going to do it.
That's another movie that it was Never Been Kissed is a big movie from my childhood. Hook.
Like when you think of your childhood first being exposed to like sex in a movie.
Basic Instinct.
But man, you were young.
And Porky's, because my dad.
I saw Porky's in the theater with my dad.
Because my dad
I was 13.
My dad had Nightmare on Elm Street on VHS. I told you he had a bunch of movies. And right when Nightmare on Elm Street ended, the credits would hit. And then, I think I've said this on a podcast before, but the second Nightmare on Elm Street ended, he cut. You could tell he saw Porky's was on and hit record because it cuts immediately to the scene when he hits the gym teacher with the condom and it deflates.
Oh yeah.
So it goes from the mom getting ripped through the door and the Freddy Krueger car driving away, credits roll, to a deflating condom going into a gym teacher's ass or pantsed ass.
Yeah, I remember. Listen, man. Porky's of all those
Cattrall having an orgasm,
absolutely, and howling like a wolf, as they're playing basketball. God, I remember seeing that.
Which,
in the theater.
Aside from boobs, I remember watching that movie for they have sex in the. But aside from everyone hearing her scream, it's not like a graphic sex scene.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
exactly.
you see him humping a little bit, but
yeah. But at the time, literally, dude, pre-porn, I mean, porn had not gotten so mainstream yet, It was that was like going to seeing a peep show or something.
Also,
these girls are taking showers. I was 13 years old. It blew me away. I knew I liked it.
You needed all the nudity.
I knew I liked looking at naked women, and I always knew I liked girls, but boy, it really comes through moments like that.
You needed all the nudity to mask the B plot of the Klan member losing his bar.
And that was the thing, though, is that they're taking the Klan down, so it had a bit of a soul in it too. Of those dumb teen movies, yes, Fast Times at Ridgemont High is the champion. Cameron Crowe wrote it. Cameron Crowe directed it, I think, too. But you also had, I don't think he wrote it. So it's very much Cameron Crowe. But Porky's has its place. It has its place in the lexicon of dumb teen movies of the early 80s. It's one of the more important ones is Porky's. What else would be in that, Those kind of teen coming of... It turned into something different, It turned into something different. The whole sex thing became a little more subdued.
Here's the thing, too. It stopped being teens because then, it became adults because you had, Jerry Maguire and shit
Well, yeah,
that.
I mean, but again, the early 80s and somewhere in the mid 80s, it became a little bit more sophisticated. I mean, it was truly stupid. Some of the movies back then, there's a movie called Joysticks, which is about these guys that hung out at Aladdin's castle. They hung out at a fucking video game place. It was supposed to be a cool life. And they had Joe Don Baker was in it. He was the named actor. And it was such an awful movie.
Come on, She's All That. Woo! We got it.
By the way, I remember Freddie Prinze. I remember his father dying. Yeah. I remember that being a big deal because he was in Chico and I loved Chico and the Man. There we go.
Dude, look at all of them. Look at him grooving.
Why do they not like him?
Because he's trying to fucking show off in front of black people. Look at him fucking...
What is he wearing? Oh, that's that guy from Scream.
Yeah.
He was also in Serial Mom.
Matthew Lillard. He's in fucking one of my all-time favorite movies, SLC Punk.
He's being goofy,
We got rom-com.
Year did this come on?
I'm going to guess, but I think it was 97, 98.
I just want to punch those doctors.
99.
This is where Rodeo.
God, I'm old. Yeah, my point, though, Keith, is make a point about high school. I'm at a point now, I mean, I think about it on rare occasions, but I'm telling you, I don't even... The whole, it was still pretty pronounced in my 20s. All the pain of high school was still kind of there.
Drunk ass.
By the time I hit my early 30s, I had forgotten about high school. My life took a different turn.
Yeah, I think about...
Not forgotten, but just, it was in a different perspective.
I don't think about actual high school. I think of that time period. I kind of regret not realizing how not important most things were.
Yeah.
And that I really just should have enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
And not... It sounds cliched, but just you shouldn't have stressed over stuff. But I really shouldn't have stressed out about so much stuff.
Yep. I still
like
wrestle with that.
I should have gotten into more trouble as a kid.
You know, yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I think about that too. Like, you know, I mean, whatever. I don't want to turn into a big therapy session about my childhood, but just, you know, I was pretty much on my own from a pretty young age. You know, neither of my biological parents were around me for months on end when I was a teenager because my mom was so unhappy moving to Wisconsin. She would go back to D.C.
She was a goddamn feminist.
And she would work for 3 or 4 months. It was my stepfather and I. My father still lived in D.C. I wasn't around either of my parents.
What are you going to liberate the women in Wisconsin from? Cheese?
You know,
huh?
So are we at the halfway point, you think? Are we past that
You
point?
were at about 58 minutes. You want to fucking lean into a break here?
Yeah, have a break, and then we'll come back to it.
All right, guys. We'll be back in a minute.
I did it. I was a dork.
All right, welcome back to the show. We took a break here. We're at a crucial moment in She's All That. We have our uniform dance, which was big in 90s movies. Another Freddie Prinze movie, they do this. Usher's DJing.
Ooh, there you go.
He'll probably perform later. But we're going to have the big moment where it's Rachel Lee Cook versus the other actress who didn't end up being as famous as Rachel Lee Cook.
Sorry.
Also, I think there's a Carrie moment still involved. Freddie Prinze has to come clean because I think now she hates him.
Yeah.
So he's got to get back in her good graces.
There's the resolution
you got
of all
Eldon
the plot
Smith
lines.
eating shrimp, which is what he does. He's fat kid.
Because he's the fat kid. Wah, 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 wah.
Her art teacher.
But who's the actor?
I don't know. Fucking Angelina fucking...
I don't know.
Angela fucking Davis. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. She starts just dropping some real radical Marxist theory on her. You know? Uh-oh.
See, Freddie Prinze is like... as I remember what happened is he's hook if you go to prom with me.
Okay.
It again perpetuates this whole thing that prom's the most important thing in the world.
Exactly.
I didn't go to one dance ever in school.
I never went to one either, Keith. I never went to one.
Did I go up again in your book?
I never did.
Everyone's lost Paul Walker. Paul Walker's trying to get underage kids to drink. They think he's a fucking loser. Tonight's the night, dude. We're gonna
sold out $300 for this room.
Oh, he wants to have an orgy. Wants to fucking bet down.
I know people who got got their girlfriend pregnant on prom night. You know, like in my hometown. You know, I don't know. I thought about it a little bit, but I found it to be kind of stressful and unnatural.
Oh, Eldon Smith got the fucking dope. He knows what room he should go to the cops, but that's another thing.
Yeah, no. Instead, he wants to go to the party, right?
Well, no, he's gonna get Anna Paquin to do some rogue shit. Take off your glove and touch him and steal his powers. Get your vampire friends. Wait. Oh, you didn't do those things yet.
I think I've forgotten the groups. Obviously, there's the nerds and the jocks, but when I was in high school,
I hung with all of them.
The band guys were definitely the hit. They superseded the jocks. Actually, was the band guys in my high school. That's how I knew my high school was somewhat hip.
In my era, the nerds and the band people merged.
Yeah,
like a lot of the dudes in bands were also comic book. Like they were. Yeah. They were not.
I did a weed delivery last week. I did 2 weed deliveries. Okay, I'm just testing the waters.
Look at their dirt poor house. Look how dirt poor Kevin Pollak, the pool cleaner, is. His cavernous fucking living room.
I know, it's nice big. I mean, look at it. Oh, yeah.
You were right. I did have fun.
I got raped.
Oh, hey, come here a second, will you?
Oh, she kicked him in the dick, probably.
I don't know, Dad. I really just.
Uh-oh. Look it.
Uh-oh. What are you doing here?
In front of Dad, too.
Okay, well, I gotta get up pretty early.
Little Pollak doesn't give a shit, man. What a bizarre career that guy has, you know?
Little Kieran.
Because he's been in huge movies, and he was in Casino, he's in Usual Suspects. He does this, he does anything. I love it. Pollak doesn't care.
Anything where they're okay with him doing his walking impression while he's not on screen.
Sorry about that whole...
The stand-up route.
Little Kieran Culkin. How to be single. Is this like a how to be a player?
He's faking it because he knows that's what you
Oh,
want.
this is a new
So instead of being
movie.
a psycho who pretends
Yeah,
that he gives a shit if you're
Dakota
cold,
Johnson
tell everyone the same thing.
off of her fucking 50
If you're looking
Shades
for
of
one-
Grey. It's so sexual.
I never saw that. Have you seen it?
50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
No, I've seen bits and pieces. It's dumb. You
See
know?
what's going on with the treasure.
Although I did provide me with a good line. I wanted to have. I wanted to say for Bill Cruz's roast 4 years ago, 6 years ago.
What was it?
When you wear your Broncos uniform, all your Broncos clothes, you look like 50 Shades of Gay.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, the
Look at that
witty line of that.
Every
that twist.
even the first one, it
So bad.
ends
So bad.
with them lighting some fire where the fuel is still fucking
there and functional, you know,
and
yeah.
it reveals some mass treasure. But this one, they have to like drain this fucking pool.
Well, is this the end of Goonies? Is there going to be a ship over here? What's happening?
There's the inevitable moment where someone's got to
who's
sacrifice them.
So fucking, I mean,
we got to turn this wheel. In 1776, there was a wheel with 4 spokes.
Am I watching the beginning of Conan the Barbarian? That's how Schwarzenegger gets jacked in Conan the Barbarian. He pushes a wheel around like that for like 18
he'll do
years.
this shit. He'll do stuff where you just assume it's right. He'll see the wheel, 4 spokes, 4 forefathers, and where you're just like, okay.
So that's their out, right? The in-water escape, that hasn't been done in a while.
We need to go underneath, like where I put my emotions about how I forced my daughter into acting at a very young age, and now she doesn't let me see my grandkids.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
But I guess he was like super generous. Like he was like totally cool with it. You know?
You're here at my house. We're gonna
like a group of female.
Let alone
criminals?
a group that could fully pull off
I-
a specific. This is our.
There were chick gangs in certain like areas, man. So I had a buddy who was a cop in Cincinnati. What am I saying?
This is like female Expendables. It's all like old broads.
We can still we can do our thing what the guys are doing.
Look at her face, dude. That is made of. She looks like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, she's had a lot of work done, hasn't she?
She's just
still
like,
trying to maintain relevance.
She's just like, this nostril's The Blind Side.
Yeah.
This one I did with Speed Money.
Yeah.
This one I had to get done because of Speed.
Yeah. she was acting in the late 80s doing independent films out here 30 fucking years ago.
Well,
who's that woman on the right? She's made up well. It's weird.
I don't know, but I bet you Amy Adams is in this. So we have Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Helen on a bus, something.
Bullock, I had a thing for Bullock.
Yeah.
I had a thing for Bullock, you know. God.
She was always damsel in distress, like in the 90s.
What a lot of rom-coms.
She'd be like on a picnic, and then someone would hold her hostage.
She was in The Net, like those cyber crime movies that were like in the mid '90s when the internet first became something. They know everything about you. They can get your background. They can get your history. Their dial-up is really fast.
So here we go.
Never been kissed?
Yes. Have you seen this?
No.
I look nauseated.
So this dude asks her to prom, and then like they throw eggs at her out of the limo.
Oh God!
And like they drive away. So then she becomes a journalist, I think at the Chicago Sun or some newspaper. Her brother is David Arquette, who's like the cool dude, and he owns his own fucking surf shop now.
Yeah. So they're doing this gag.
So she works for the newspaper, documented by this one dude. He's like in the AV class, and he's like making this real world style documentary. That's the movie where I found out about the dice rolling thing that Latino gang members actually do. There's like where you have a girl and some gang members, and you roll a dice, and whatever number, that's like how many dudes you have to take on.
Yeah.
And that's a scene in Havoc.
I know there was a woman. I used to go to the bar. The Intertown pub was my bar I went to a lot. I had a crush on a bartender there. She was totally hot. I just was really into her. I would go there and drink Schlitz and just kind of sweet talk her, but she had no interest whatsoever in me. Tried to make it happen.
My Mexican grandma's house looked like that. It just had so much stuff.
Yeah.
10 cents.
Lamont.
Wasn't he like an angry guy
in real life?
Yeah.
I don't
I've
think
heard
so.
he was like.
I
or no, he was very like political. He was
Maybe,
like
I don't know.
he was like an activist of his time.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like I've heard he was kind of like not cool with how they portrayed black people on the show.
Yeah, I'm sure, But no, but my point is though, with when I was living in Wicker Park, that woman who was the bartender there, she told me a story about in her building, because she lived in old Humboldt Park, that there was a woman who had been gang raped for like several hours. She had been for hours, and it was a gang initiation thing. And like they made like female gang members come in and watch while they were like raping. I mean, she got raped for like 12 hours. And like someone heard a noise and called up the police. And I mean, she had to move back home. She was utterly devastated. She was destroyed as a human being. It's like, that's a rough story, man. I mean, just that sort of like, that exists. That level of cruelty is so it pains my soul.
My favorite thing about this show is the two cops and the one white guy who's always getting lingo wrong, where he's like, "Ice man,
yeah,
what's up, Ice? It's blood."
I love
this is
conch.
a good show.
I love Sanford and Son, dude. Sanford and Son's hilarious.
All Barker, Dillinger, Layaway.
The stories about him is that he'd go, he'd do stand up in Vegas and make a shitload of money during the week. He'd fly there. He'd fly back. He wouldn't like rehearse. He would just go in and do the lines. And they were like, we got to do a couple rehearsals. And he just didn't want to rehearse. So he wouldn't rehearse because he'd make money. I think he was literally making like a couple $100,000 a week in Vegas.
Jesus, why even do Sanford and Son?
Well, I think he was just making money hand over
fist. It is
fist.
Chicago, so she works at the Sun Times.
Yeah,
which
that is a Sedgwick stop.
Yep,
that I got on for many years. I know off that. Yes. So has this never been kissed?
Yep. So here's what happens to acclimate her. David Arquette also pretends like he's a high school dude to like make sure, and he immediately becomes the most popular kid in school. Dude, she gets tortured for this. This is Josie Grossi's first day of high school. They're like, they made her up to like be a high school chick.
Oh, this is a ham-handed comedy.
Look at that gremlin, baby. Look at that old Illinois plate. That's like a callback to my childhood. That old Illinois plate.
Yeah, we can't go back.
I can't go back. This is live TV, baby.
Yeah. Gotta watch.
I mean, you could get DVR. I could have the ability.
Oh, who's this
I'm
cat
a high
again?
school student. I'm here with my fellow students. Hey, guys. Hi.
Look at the Bayern Munich jersey. Post fucking Columbine.
Well, they started to do this in the early 90s. They started to actually do it. But then Columbine, it was everywhere after that. How crazy is that?
She's a junior copywriter. That's not even like a journalist, right? Is a junior copywriter a journalist? Drew Barrymore's character is a junior copywriter. And she's posing as a high school chick.
I'm convinced that actually happened in our high school. They actually put people into the high school
to like
the cops,
spy.
Yeah. The cops used to, like busting a party was a big thing cops would do in my town. Like that was a big risk when you would go to a beer party where there'd be like 30 kids, because your party was going to get busted. And it's like you didn't want that to happen.
Dude, look at this crazy bitch teacher.
Oh, please sit. Josie, right. Mi casa e su casa.
That is so sad.
I know, like 5 chickens had to die just so she could look that stupid.
Is that
in my
McAdam or
tardiness
Rachel
No,
McAdams?
that's
Am I blending this with fucking Mean Girls? Am I?
It's two. Well, the one girl is Alba, Jessica Alba. And then the blonde girl is fucking, what the fuck is her name?
Stand up.
Oh, she gets embarrassed day one.
This is pretty bad. I got humiliated in school.
Yeah, they
My
put
name
the.
is Josie Geller. I'm a high school student. I'm from...
Is she having a flashback of her?
No, this is the current hot dude, and she thinks it's the old guy. That is Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah.
That is he was a heartthrob in the early 90s. He's in the movie Camp Nowhere. Had a big, like, Jonathan Taylor Thomas type haircut. This was his first movie after being a nobody. And, like, he shows up, and it doesn't even look like him, dude.
Yeah.
But that's Jonathan Jackson.
Wow.
Sheep farmers.
Trying to keep his fucking
family
life.
raised sheep.
It looks like she just threw up.
There you go, down, out. When did this come out again?
99.
Dude, I tell you what, dude. Should we wrap her up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's ease around here. Not just cut it off.
I'm sorry, I didn't know these seats were assigned. Or not.
Look at how bright all the makeup. Oh, this is where it's also kind of gross but not illegal. So she ends up falling in love with that teacher. Which on its face, it looks like he's banging a student, but she's really
of age.
Junior copywriter extraordinaire from the Chicago Sun-Times.
Going undercover.
Yeah.
That heavy-hitting Sun-Times journalism.
So yeah, we'll ease out of it here.
Yeah.
It's rom-com weekend, guys, so make sure you tune into E all weekend. This is it'll be almost over because it's Sunday.
So they're having the cop movies and then they're having the rom-com
You know,
movies.
as you listen to this on a Sunday, pop on E. And even if this isn't on, they'll probably play the same 3 movies over and over again. I guarantee you.
That's Biff. That's the dude who... No. Who's that guy in the right to her? That guy's been in stuff.
Josie.
I don't...
Pastoral means set in the country, originally seen in the eclogues.
Oh no, it's not. He looks like Biff. It's not the dude.
It's not Biff, but
no,
he's been in stuff.
He was in Together. He was in the fucking dude. This is great. There's this. I don't know if it's this scene.
Are you sure you're 17?
He asked the students. So Biff, the guy you think is Biff, is a jock, and he goes, "So you're a football player?" He goes, "What do you do on the football field?" Because he wants him to like be articulate, and he goes, "We kick ass."
Yeah.
It's fucking
exactly.
great. She befriends Lily's a bit. It's another like loser in high school becomes cool, and then her friends hate her, and then she gets with them, but then she gets to fucking old boy at the end.
Is that Robert Reich?
No, it's what's his name? It's Michael Vartan.
What a cast.
And then Molly Shannon plays her boss at the Sun-Times, who like is all excited, like loves the high school gossip and shit.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening.
I gotta wind this one down. My trip down memory lane fades out on this one. Oh, on her white pants.
Milk on the
chocolate milk on her white.
All right. See you next week, guys.